welcome to the most stupidest design ever seen on a washing machine. I'm talking about this Zanussi FlexiDose right here, right in front of me. Now, from the outside it looks like an ordinary washing machine, and it is. It's a 6 kilogram load capacity, it has a small drum, as you would expect, having 6 kilo, and a slim depth as well, only being 45 centimeters deep, which means that it's going to fit snug in under any surface. But that's not the problem. I'm going to show you the problem in a minute, but first we'll just take a look at the top control panel. Right, so starting from the top dead center, this is the off position. Then we can move the dial to the right and switch it on. We can also move it to the left and switch it on. But if we move it to the right, we go on to cottons. This is for a full load of ordinary cotton laundry. You can add a pre-wash if you wish. You can change the temperature with this button. You've got 30, cold, 90, 60 and 40 degree options. This spin button, now this is spin reduce automatic. Now on the cotton cycles it reduces it from 1200 approximately down to 650 RPM, but if you select say synthetics or delicates or mini 30 or easy iron or any of the other basically, other than rinse, it will reduce the spin from say about 900 or 700 to around 500 RPM. This is rinse hold, and of course you can't have both. The final button we got is super quick, so it lowers the wash time, let's say on ordinary cottons 40 to around an hour 20, and on cotton 30 to an hour, and so forth. With synthetics 40, it reduces it to around 40 minutes, and on delicates cycle at 40, it reduces it to about 35 to 40 minutes, whilst on 30 degrees it reduces it to about 30 minutes, making it quite flexible really. Then finally we've got a delay start. With this LED indicator we can have 3 hours, 6 hours or a 9 hour time delay before the wash cycle will start. So if we're still running on say economy 7, which a lot of us don't really have anymore, you can set this to run during the night or at those times when electricity is cheaper, saving on your energy bills. So the Cotton's Eco program is your standard energy program, giving you your A wash performance and your A++ something energy performance, but of course it's at the expense of temperature. So at 60 degrees it kind of washes at like 42 degrees and will take forever, taking 3.5 hours. Then you got your standard synthetic cycle for a half load of 3 kilos of synthetic made laundry. Mix 20 is a synthetics based program made for again half a load of very lightly soiled laundry to be washed at 20 degrees. The cold icon here is illuminated to say that. Then we've got the delicate cycle, max load about 2 kilograms to wash finer delicate items. It doesn't do intermediate spins and has a slow, short final spin. Then you've got your wool and hand wash program for wool items and possible silks. Gentle wash up to 40 degrees and will do a faster spin than delicates, but again it's but very gentle wash action. And you got rinse and additional spin. It does 3 rinses and spin, but you can also auto reduce it from 1200 to again 650 RPM. So when you do that, it turns the rinse and spin cycle from a cotton's rinse and spin to a delicate's rinse and spin with the auto spin reduce. Then you got drain only, then we've got spin only at 1200 RPM. Again, we can press auto spin reduce, and that again changes it from a cotton final spin to a delicate final spin. Easy iron, also known as 5 shirts on some of the other Zanussi models, exactly the same program, allows you to wash 1 kilo of items, that's approximately 5 shirts, to be gently washed, rinsed and spun to minimise creasing at the end. And it does this by doing a series of spins on the final spin cycle, as well as adjusting how many rinses it does, how high, how gentle, and the spins in between as well. Refresh 20 allows you to wash 3 kilograms, which is pretty hard to believe, in 20 minutes at 30 degrees, ending with a 900 RPM spin. Mini 30 allows you to wash 3 kilograms of very lightly soiled laundry at 30 degrees, ending with a 700 RPM spin. Yeah, it kind of, Refresh 20 makes Mini 30 redundant based on paper. And the reality is, kind of no, because the trouble with Refresh 20, even though it does say 30 degrees, it won't reach 30 degrees, where Mini 30 will. Not only that, Mini 30 runs a delicate base program, so you could actually wash half a load of delicates instead, or even like mixed cotton and synthetics and delicates, whereas Refresh 20 is a synthetics based program, so you can only wash cottons and synthetics. Did you get that? Yeah, that's complicated. And then finally we've got jeans. It goes up to, it's at 40 degrees as standard, but you can have up to 60 degrees. Extra rinse here is automatically eliminated. Oh, and that's one more option as well. If you say turn it to cottons and you press and hold these 2 buttons, extra rinse will light up. And that means it's now permanently stored, so no matter what cycle you select, or most cycles, will allow you to run an extra rinse program, adding between 1 and 3 rinses depending what cycle you selected. And it's ideal for those with sensitive skin, for example, or for those in very soft water areas. And to turn it off, again you press these 2 options until the light goes out. Jeans, on the other hand, has it automatically selected and you cannot take it off. And this is because the program is a sort of a cottons based program, so it's very long, just like cottons. It adds extra rinses but adjusts the intermediate spins as well as the final spin. It actually adjusts the final spin quite a bit in a weird way. They both spin at 1200 RPM. If you have a higher spin model, so if you have a 1400 spin, it will still spin at 1200 RPM. So there we go. And it's made for washing jeans. I'm pretty sure it says half a load, so it's a bit of an odd one really. Now, like on all Zanussis, you get a filter flap, but not so on this. Now we've got our very nice door that has been carried over all these years. In fact, it took about 20 years to drop the door eventually. 15 to be more precise. Anyway, we were met by this 6 kilogram drum. We're also met by this flap here hides the clamp for the door seal. Normally you have the word filter written on the 7 kilogram models like I have used in the past, but this isn't a 7 kilo, this is a 6, which means it has no filter whatsoever. At all. That's a lie. It kind of does. It has one. You just can't get to it. See if you can spot something wrong. How many drum puddles can you see there? Yep, just, well, one. That's 1 drum puddle. Every single washing machine ever up to this point has had at least 3, and more to like Maloney's point, 4. No, this has 1 drum baffle. And to be honest, that's not very big either. In fact, it's the same ones they use on all Zanussis around this era, including Lindo 300s. And they're not very high. Yeah. Up here we've got a inlet for our water. We've got a direct spray here, which is basically the pre-wash. But as you'll see in a minute, we don't have a pre-wash. We have a pre-wash cycle, just not the compartment. So when it's filling up for the pre-wash, it fills up directly to the machine. Then this side, it fills up with the actual detergent from the drawer. Straight onto the laundry. Our detergent compartment has 2 compartments. The only other machine that seems to have 2 compartments is the Zanussi compact washing machine, which makes sense because it's compact, and any other compact machine really. But no, this is a full-size machine and doesn't have one. There is one other cool little thing about it. Number one, we can push here and we get this. It's a little tab that you can flick over when it's in the up position. We've got powder detergent. When we flick it down, we've got liquid detergent with a marker. So to demonstrate how stupid this one baffle, drum paddle, whatever you want to call it, technology is, we're going to place in 1, 2, then that's it. Bath towels. We're going to set it to 60. We're super quick. And away we go. nice and stable. It's still moving. I'm going to give this out of 10 then. Well, there's a couple of issues. One is that drum pedal. Two is the quality. The top lid vibrates if the load is anything but like, well, non-existent. And three, it trying to balance the load is ridiculous. With just one drum pedal, it's really hard. So, and washing ability is... How can you wash stuff with just that one paddle? It kind of bobs around and then eventually lifts her up. These 2 towels wash fine, but that's because they weren't exactly called dirty now. But anything that actually is dirty, you might have a bit of struggle with it. So, is this the worst washing machine in the world? No. Because the Instant Moon gets that. This gets 3 out of 10. Not 2 out of 10, like the Moon did. This gets 3 out of 10, simply because you actually get an actual selection of programs, and it isn't like a stupid design where you can't see into the machine. You actually can. But the fact that you've got this one drum paddle, what was Zanussi actually thinking at the time? It's only ever been done with these, and never been done with any machine ever again. Probably good reason, too. Very good reason. Yeah, we'll stick with 3 drum paddles from now on in the future. Saving grace was if you bought the 6 kilo models like this, you got 1 drum paddle. If you bought 7 kilo models, you had the same drum paddles, only got 3. So actually, you did end up with all 3. And then eventually later on, Zanussi thought it was a stupid idea and dropped the 1 paddle idea. And actually started putting 3 in the same size drum. Why couldn't I just do it from the start? Right, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you again soon.